Here we have a new 2023 Ford F-150. This one comes in the King Ranch trim level. This is going to be agate black metallic paint. And then we have Java with Kingsville perforated leather interior. And the powertrain consists of the PowerBoost setup, So we get a 3.5 liter twin turbocharged V6 hybrid engine, mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. And that gives us 430 horsepower, 570 pound-feet of torque. So as you come around to the front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with LED daytime running lights and LED fog lights. And a great look for the F-150 King Ranch. Love the two-tone paint. But as we come around to the wheels here, we get these bronze 20-inch wheels, which I really love. Just a super sophisticated look to go with the bronze finish down below. Then we get passive keyless entry, power running boards here. And then over here we have our power window controls, one-touch automatic up and down for the front two, power mirror controls here, power folding mirrors, and then for our tow mirrors, we can slide them in and out, and then a rear window lock there. Power door lock controls are here, and then memory seat functions. You just hold the button until it beeps at you, and then it's saved. But love the tow mirrors. We do have blind spot monitors in those. And definitely good to have if you're pulling a trailer or something like that in conjunction with your Pro Trailer system that you get with this F-150. But tons of space, 2 bottle holders. We do get a B&O sound system, and then we can power fold our tailgate. We have our LED lights that are on the side of the mirrors here, so I'll turn those on, and then when I power fold, we should be able to see on the side there, right over there, that yellow light. So we get an LED there if you ever need those. And then bed light here, gas cap, headlamp controls, fog lights, brightness for the gauge cluster, electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. And we do get power adjustable pedals as well. And then we can pop the hood from up here. And here's our power driver's seat with 2-way power lumbar support. We have 4-way power tilt and telescope for our steering wheel. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3", longer legs. So let's see the space back here, which I've been in several F-150s, so per usual, tons of leg room here, several inches between my kneecaps and the back of the seat. Then we do have the seat back pockets on both sides. One thing I love about the King Ranch though is this leather just feels like a cowhide. It really does, and it has that awesome look that goes with it. Reminds me of Yellowstone. Now over here we do have 2-stage heated outboard seats, rear AC vents are here, and then we do have a USB-C, USB-A charge port back here, a 120 volt, 3-prong household plug-in, cup holders right here, storage in the middle there, and then our middle seat does fold down, and then we have cup holders there as well. And then over here, LED dome lights. We could probably hang 2 or 3 hangers on this hook if we need to. So stepping out here, there's our fuel filler there. And then this does have the FX4 off-road package, which I'll show you on the window sticker. But here we have our bed. And we do have a 120 volt, well, 2 120 volts back here. And we can power fold that up by hitting the button or doing it from up front. And you can see we have LED tail lamps here. And then underneath the vehicle, tow hitch, there's our exhaust, and there's a spare tire if you ever need that. But coming back around to the rear passenger side, we can actually lift the seat bottom up, and then we have additional storage underneath there. But a huge shout out to Ford of Franklin for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below to it, as well as their entire inventory in the description below. Here's our power front passenger seat. And again, just love the design of the seat with the 2-tone brown. Super great look. Same power adjustability with power lumbar as the driver's side. Storage here, lockable glove compartment here. And I love this wood grain finish here. That looks incredible. And then we have additional storage right behind that. Well, let's take a look at this window sticker. So with this one being the King Ranch, you do get tons of standard options, but then this also has more on top of that. So you can pause anywhere you need to, but stickers right at 79,145. The great thing about this is you're supposed to get 23 miles per gallon city with this PowerBoost. But as we come back around to the front here, pop the hood, let's go ahead and undo the latch. And there's that 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 PowerBoost setup. Tons of space in there for the engine, but it's taking pretty much everything up. But let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat and check out the features. And if you're curious about the parts content, there it is. So a heated leather wrap steering wheel feels great. Again, with that leather, looks great too. Now over here to the radio, we do get AM, FM, XM along with Bluetooth audio. And then we also have wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto compatibility. To connect your phone, just go in there.
Search for your vehicle on your device and select it once it is.
Go to your Bluetooth settings. It walks you right through it. Pretty easy to do. One of the easiest systems I've dealt with. Navigation systems here. And then over here, we can go through so many different settings that you could have set up or just have in view, including the Pro Power on board, off-road settings, all of that. So you can just scroll through there and it stays on that side of the screen. And then you can still use your nav because there's still plenty of space there. So you can search for a destination, find close attractions, food, gas stations, etc. And then set up your home and work as well if you want to. And then we can set our favorites here. So you can select a tile, save it as your favorite. So if you want to save your sound settings, driver assistance, you hit that there and it'll go right in there. And then for your settings, vehicle settings are here. And then your general settings are right in here. Everything else pretty self-explanatory. Sound, that's how you go adjust your balance, fade, bass, treble, etc. And then for your features, this is where you can go in there and if you want to turn your adaptive cruise off, you can go in there and set it to just a normal cruise. Turn the lane centering off if you want to do that. And then up here, a little extra storage. And then these are all quick shortcuts, so you can use the generator mode, pull up the front camera, 360 view, and then self-park if you want to do that. Hazards, or this one just has navigate to parking, and then traction control, and then we have our hill descent right there. And down here we have our dual zone automatic climate control, so we can turn that on. Adjust fan speed here, set the auto mode. You have 3 stages, low, medium, and high, and that kind of controls how fast the fans will speed up to get you to that temperature. And then quick shortcuts here. You can click that as a mute volume, and then you can tune there. Again, 3-stage heated cooled seats for the driver, front passenger. Set your dual mode on and off there. And then we have our 120 volt here, 12 volt here. Trailer brake controller here, Pro Trailer Assist here, and then we have our 4-wheel drive controls and then our rear differential lock. We can click that to get that going, and then we can go through our drive modes by turning this knob. So we have Sport, Eco, Tow Haul, Normal, Slippery, Deep Snow, Mud Ruts, then Rock Crawl. And down below all of that, you have a USB-C, USB-A charge port, wireless charging pad, and you can stow all of that. Again, the exposed wood grain, love that. And then for the shifter, pull the lever behind, reverse and neutral drive. You can set your manual mode by clicking that button there, and then you can downshift, upshift, and then fold that down. And you can use a little fold away desk that comes out of your center console cubby cover there. And then tons of storage in there with a removable tray. And there's a view of the back seat from up here. Sunglasses holders here. And then we do have a power sliding rear window. And dome lights, premium garage door transmitters here. And then our windshield wiper controls are here, blinkers. We can turn the high beams on and off there, flash there. And then our auto wipers, we can adjust the sensitivity here. So that's all gonna be your auto wipers there. And then you have low and high there. Then you could cut them all off. And then hit that button on the side for the front wiper fluid. And then our cruise control, we can turn that on here, adjust the gap adjust for the adaptive lane keeping system. We can toggle that on and off. And then we can adjust the actual cruise there. Volume controls here, voice recognition, and then Bluetooth, trackless and radio station preset toggle there. And then we can use all these buttons to go through our gauge cluster. So if you wanna check out the truck info, anywhere from tire pressure, power distribution, there's just so much that you can set here. And then the My View is pretty neat. It gets all the stuff that you would normally want, and you can configure it as well. And then here's the push button start. Then we have our key fob with remote start, and then we can use that power tailgate up and down as well. But next, it's time to take this F-150 King Ranch with a PowerBoost engine out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in the F-150 King Ranch, again, the King Ranch is so awesome because it has the best feeling interior, I think, out of not only the F-150 lineup, but pretty much every other truck. I mean, the leather just feels so genuine. I feel like this is from an old holster, like a gun holster or a saddle or whatever from the 1890s. It just feels so premium, just high quality. But as I said, I think I did the Lariat trim with the PowerBoost engine. The PowerBoost is my favorite powertrain offered in the F-150 by far. It almost convinced me to go from a Mustang Mach-E with an EV powertrain to this pickup truck, because the PowerBoost is just so strong. You're getting 23 miles per gallon city, and then this is just as capable, in terms of what I need it for at least, as any other full-size truck on the market. And nobody else is really touching that 23 miles per gallon city right now in a full-size pickup. And you get that 3.5 liter twin turbo pull still. You just have the additional help of the electric motors. So even just in normal mode, drives great, and in sport mode, it just unleashes so much torque. You can feel that thing pull you. So it's a pretty impressive powertrain all in all. And what's great is it's a lot, all of the F-150s to me are pretty quiet, just coasting or cruising down the, you know, a typical road. But the PowerBoost just takes it another step further, especially when the engine's cut off and you're just running on the regenerative braking system. Because it's crazy to get that from such a big truck. So I'm gonna put the truck into sport mode now, and we'll see how it does. Then we're gonna put our foot to it. Yeah, super quick. So we have the adaptive cruise on now. I'm going to set the gap about halfway. And then we have the lane centering on here. Just a great system. I think I have 2.0 or 2.5 my Mach-E, and this just has the 1.0, but the 1.0 is great. I think you just don't have the Blue Cruise capability, but honestly, you have to pay for it anyways, and I just like having the lane centering. I don't necessarily need the hands-free. I can hit it every so often or whatever. But to me, F-150 still offers a lot more than the competition in terms of the powertrain, the features you get, and the trim levels. And that's why I think it's still been the #1 selling pickup truck for so long. So the only issue that I have with this truck that's pretty noticeable on this test drive is when I do try to reach for the drive modes, because it's so close to the 4-wheel drive controls, I don't know if I'm fat fingering the controls for the 4-wheel drive while I'm trying to change drive modes. But again, you'll usually probably do that from a stop or just every so often anyway. So not a deal breaker, just something to keep in mind. But still a fantastic truck in my opinion. And this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2023 Ford F-150 King Ranch with a PowerBoost engine.